Hi guys, good morning and thank you so much for tuning back to this channel. And for those who are new here, my name is Angela and you are most welcome. And of course, if you have tuned in and you have not subscribed to this channel, I please request you to do so by hitting the subscribe button that is right below this video. So in today's video, we are going to be looking at how to go about booking your IELTS test, because I have realized that this is something that is challenging for so many of you, especially not knowing what task type to book or when it's the right time to book the test, or even how to go about preparing for the test. So if you are concerned, please stay tuned. So the most important thing to know is that this test is mandatory if you are planning to immigrate, especially to Canada or to any other English-speaking country, maybe as a permanent resident. But as we have been looking about Canadian immigration in this channel, so I'm just going to speak about Canadian immigration because I may not know the rules that apply to other countries. So the first thing that you need to be aware of is the type of test that you need to book. We have many different tests that are available out there that I'm going to be showing you once we go into the computer and look at the website. But the one that you are going to be looking at is the IELTS General Training Test. So make sure you are not looking at the academic, but you are booking the IELTS General Training Test, because this one is the one that is required for immigration purposes. So if you go ahead and take the academic test, which is supposed to be for those that are applying for schools abroad, then your score will not be valid for this particular immigration reason. So yes, remember to book the right test. And then the second thing that you need to keep in mind is that the dates get filled very fast. So if you're planning to take your test maybe in July or in August or in September, you need to make earlier preparations, check the available tests and make sure that you book the test date well in advance, so that you don't have to wait a very long period when you are already ready to take the test. And the other thing is that please be sure that you are adequately ready to take that test, that you have done enough exam samples and you have gotten high scores for you to be confident enough that you are going to nail the test. Remember, the test is very expensive, and if you fail, you have to redo all the sections all over again. So even if you pass 3 sections and fail 1 section, you have to redo the test, and it is not cheap. It is very expensive. In Kenya, it's something close to 28,000 Kenya shillings. So you don't want to be dumping that money away. There are no chances for you to repeat for free. You can take the test as many times as you want. There are no restrictions, but each time you attempt the test, then you will have to pay a new fee. Also, keep in mind that there is a certain level or a certain score that you need to have based on the program that you are going to be applying for. Like as we mentioned before, for the nanny or caregiver program, you need to have at least a band 5, and that means 4 in reading and then 5 in listening, speaking and writing. So when you're preparing for the tests, make sure you are aiming higher. You are aiming maybe for a band 7, so that even if you miss and you score a band 5.5 or 5, then you are still safe. So without further ado, let's go right into the computer and I will show you the steps that you need to take as you book your test. So the first thing that you're going to do is go into Google and check for the IELTS or the British Council IELTS for your particular country. So in this case, we are going to use Kenya as an example. So you are just going to type in British Council IELTS, like British Council IELTS Nairobi. So you just select Nairobi and it will give you options for the other cities that are available. And then you can see that it will bring you here to this website, that is www.britishcouncil.co.ke. You can go ahead and select that link and you'll see that it will give you the test dates, the fees and the location. So you have the option of taking the test from Nairobi or Eldoret if you are like looking into taking the IELTS paper-based test, and you also have the option of taking the test from Nairobi or Mombasa if you are looking into taking the computer-based test. So this means that if you stay in Mombasa, then you only have the option of the computer-based test, and in case you need to take the paper-based test, then you have to travel to Nairobi or to Eldoret. And yet if you stay in Eldoret, then the only option that you have is to take the paper-based test, and in case you wish to take the computer-based test, then you will have to travel to Nairobi. And this applies to any other country or any other city. You just have to see where the tests are available, and if you feel that this particular one is the one that will be best for you, then you can go ahead and maybe book the test from that particular city, as of course if it is within your country. So once you have checked the available testing centers, then you can scroll down and see the tests that are being offered, and it will also give you their fees and their available dates. So as you can notice here, the first one is the IELTS Academic in Center, paper or computer. So this one is paper or computer, and then the second option is the IELTS General, paper or computer. You can see that we also have other types available, like the IELTS Academic for UKVA, or the IELTS General for UKVA, or the IELTS Life Skills. So make sure you do not select these last three ones, because you will just have wasted your money. Also, if you are doing it for immigration purposes, please focus on the second option. And as you can see the prices here, you will see that the IELTS Academic or General, they are all the same price, 27,670 Kenya shillings. So because we are looking at the general training, then let's just select find a test date to see the available test dates that we have. So of course we are looking into Kenya, and you will be asked which format of IELTS test you would wish to take, and if that is available in your region, then you need to select that. So we have the option of taking the IELTS on paper or IELTS paper-based tests, and for this one you will get your results in 13 days. Then we also have the option of the IELTS on computer or the IELTS computer-based, and this one you get your results within 3 to 5 days. So let's just say that we want to take the computer-based, so you select the computer-based, and then if you want to see all the dates that are available, then you can select the first option here, or you can say you can select the second one to choose the dates. So let's just go with the first option, and then you click on search dates. And then once that is loaded, you will notice that the first available date for the IELTS for this month is on the 24th of July, and these dates can go away very fast. So if you need to take your test in July, then it is time to go ahead and book. So you will notice that the testing center will be at the Oshual College, which is 2nd Parklands Avenue in Parklands, Nairobi. And of course the testing or the booking fees is 27,670 Kenya shillings. So this one is, of course, we are looking at the paper-based test, and usually for the paper-based test, the exam will be split into two. You will have a different date to take your speaking test. It will come earlier or later than the rest of the tests, and then you'll have a separate date to take your listening, reading and writing tests, because these ones you will take them at one sitting. So for this one, you will have to be available on the 20th to take your speaking test, which usually lasts for around 20 minutes, and then the rest will last for about 4 hours. Like this is 9 to 1, so that's a very long time to take a test, but anyway, that is what happens. So let's say we are interested in taking the test on the 24th of July, then it means that we will click on that booking button to book the test, and you will be told that you will be given 20 minutes to book your test on that particular date. But don't worry about that. You will still be given maybe a couple of days for you to, once you have confirmed your test, you'll be given a couple of days to pay the money before the slot can be released to somebody else. And then you are told that before you continue, you need to make sure, like, you have an identification document for the test taker. That means if you are maybe booking for somebody else or if it is your own. So you're told that make sure you have a photocopy or a photo identification document at hand, as you will need to upload it as part of the booking process. And also on all the test dates, you will need to bring the original and valid ID or passport. So if you're going to give the details of your passport, make sure on the exam date you're not carrying your ID but you're carrying your passport, and vice versa. And then you should take note that a payment card, if you wish to pay online, will be required, as they do not accept M-Pesa payments, cash or check. So in this case, you will need to use either a debit card or a credit card, and if you have an ATM, then that will work. So you are told that you will need an account to manage your booking, and once you booked a test, you will receive an email explaining how to access your booking online. So if you already have an account, then you can go ahead and log in. If you do not have, then you can create an account. So let's just create an account here. So you will need to give your email address, and then you'll also need to confirm that particular email address. And then you will need to choose a password. Okay, so once that is done, you need to indicate whether you are booking for yourself or if it is for a child that is under the age of 18 years. So if so for yourself, of course you select for yourself. And then about you, the full name, the date of birth must match the identification document. So make sure you do not make any errors when it comes to spelling your name, and you give the full names as they appear on your identification documents. So you'll also need to give your telephone number and your country of residence. Depending on where you stay, you will need to give your postal address, your city, all that, postal code, everything. And then once you are done with that, make sure you agree to the terms and conditions, because if you do not agree to the terms and conditions, you cannot proceed with taking the test. So you just save and continue. Make sure that so here it's saying that please check all the marked questions to continue. So it means that there must be a place that I did not select. So you are asked about marketing preferences, and if you are happy to receive information about products and services from the British Council, then you can select that. And if you do not wish to receive marketing updates, in this case I do not wish to receive marketing updates, I need to select that. Then you save and continue. So it is saying that the email is already in use. For me, I have an account, but it is for British Council IELTS Qatar, so I guess they are all linked. So I will just go ahead and sign with my old account. And log in. Then save and continue. I've not booked the test yet, so you need to please check all the details carefully before you book. So here is your chance to make sure that you have selected the correct test date and that you will actually be available on that particular test date, and that you are adequately ready to take the test on that particular date. You will need to reconfirm your name, your date of birth, your email address, your phone number, your postal address, your identification document number, and make sure that you are giving the correct date of the expiry of your identification document, especially if you're giving your passport. Then you need to confirm the payment fees, acknowledge that you're booking for yourself, agree to the terms and conditions, and then now you will have to, you can say book and pay now if you have the money ready with you, or if you wish maybe to pay in a couple of days, you can say book now, pay later. So let's select that option for book now, pay later, because I do not have the intention to book now. So you're told, congratulations, your IELTS test is booked. We've sent you a confirmation on this booking to your email address. So once you go to check on your email address, you should find this information, and you are told that you have 2 working days to pay. Your test will be cancelled if you do not pay within this time. You will then need to log in back into the site and upload your payment. Okay, so that is done. You are told pay by check or by cash deposit or bank transfer. If you wish to pay by cash deposit or bank transfer, then you're given the details over there. And then now once you have paid for the test, you will have access to
preparation materials. Once you have booked the test, you'll have access to preparation materials that can help you with preparing for your IELTS.
So yeah guys, I hope you found this video useful and that now you have all the information that you need to book your IELTS test. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a very big thumbs up, and also put your comments on the comment section down below in case you have any doubts or in case you need to clarify something. And also do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and I will see you on another video. Bye.